Hello, everyone, and welcome back to JaianMusic Notes, the podcast where we nerd out about anime music. And today I have a guest that might be unexpected for many, but I'm so happy this person's here with us. He has done a lot of anime podcasting in his past. He's a Twitch streamer, he's a vocalist, he's a talented musician, and he loves One Piece, which we will be breaking down the original soundtrack of. Please give a warm hand for Hotshot Ginger. How are you?
A year of hiding, and you finally find me.
Yeah, here you are. Very happy you've been found, and voluntarily decided to do this, right?
Yes, I'm contractually obligated to say I'm here by my own free will.
Listen, the anime podcasters' contract clauses spread wide into your future, and I'm so happy that's the case.
Yeah, it goes so far, in fact, that like the next 3 generations of my family have to be recording with yours. It's really absurd.
Yeah, exactly. Hotshot, for the people who don't know you, because this is a new show, please tell me about yourself and the love that you have for the One Piece soundtrack.
All right, guys. So I am Hotshot Ginger, a former partner of JaianMusic. I am currently a YouTuber and Twitch streamer. I'm relatively new, so please be patient with me on that. We have been friends for a long time. We have done multiple projects together, and decided to come with him on this one because we are talking about one of my all-time favorite shows, and that is One Piece. And it was actually my idea to even pitch this one to you, wasn't it? Way back when.
Yeah. And I was like, listen, you're the biggest One Piece nerd to have ever nerded out, so it only makes sense that you're the one to do this episode with me. Absolutely.
So much so that like the first tattoo that I want to get in my life is the X from Alabasta.
I mean, that's perfect that you mentioned getting a tattoo, because it has nothing to do with the sponsor of today's episode.
I did not read your sponsor.
No stress. I just want to give a big thank you to Laser Audio Technologies. They create really awesome audio plugins designed to inspire musicians and fill auditory niches. If you use code JaianMusic, you get 25% off your purchase, and they do really cool creative effects plugins. So go check them out. Linked in the description, and every dollar generated from that goes back into the show, such as funding GoPro Kyo, who does all of the artwork. His link is also available in the description. Go give GoPro Kyo a follow. All right, the music in One Piece. Epic, powerful, dare I say uncomparable? Like, just on a generic point here, on a widespread, like, if you hit play on the One Piece soundtrack, like, how do you feel?
Epic, powerful, iconic. A lot of them, you just feel hyped up and ready to go. One Piece at its core is a show about adventure and freedom and epic proportions. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the tone for that is exactly what you get. You want to get up and move. You want to get out and explore. You feel free to do so. But it also breaks down for some really sentimental moments and really somber moments. The music itself can just break you down when you hear like the first 3 piano notes. It's not okay.
No, I completely agree when you mention like iconic. Like the song "We Are" is the anthem of One Piece. It's one of the most popular anime openings I can think of. I remember when you recorded the episode of Anime Podcasters on One Piece, you sung the intro, and I didn't know We Are by name, but just you doing the melody of We Are, I knew it was that One Piece opening. It's like that One Piece opening. How do you feel about like maybe just talking about how iconic the music in there is, like, and such as We Are, like the recurring themes of One Piece.
We Are, I'm specifically going to talk about that one for a minute. Yeah. We Are, to me, at least to me personally, is more iconic than Chala Head Chala from Dragon Ball.
Whoa, that's a shot. That is a shot.
That's why I softened the blow with saying with me personally. Because
that is still completely unacceptable.
Well, because like when I think of, I know we're talking about One Piece here, but when I think of Dragon Ball songs, I think Dragon of the Dragon. Like I think that one. That's the first one I think of. I didn't think of Chala Head Chala until Team 4 Star was a thing.
I mean, listen, it's got its own thing, but like I feel like We Are has got that like heroic musical theme to it. You know, you just feel like it's musical Luffy.
Yeah, and a lot of themes like into it. Obviously, I'm pulling from the English version that I listen to. I listen to that more than the original, but it pulls like power of friendship. Like I'm taking you on an adventure. We're friends. Like that whole thing. Like be nice to me, I'll be nice to you. Kind of energy. And it just embodies Luffy as like what kind of protagonist he is. He's happy. He's friendly. He's funny. He can crack some serious crap when he needs to, but
as well, very much so.
But I still feel like you're right, is kind of the anthem of One Piece. If you don't even know a lot about One Piece or any of their music or even any of their characters, I promise you, if you know the name One Piece, you at least know the tone of We Are.
Very much so. I can't disagree with that. And I feel like as you talk about Luffy and how like he can crack and everything, I feel like the perfect song to introduce this podcast with would be Luffy Fierce Attack. It's got that pirate energy. It's got that intense, just like fight forward, never give up, Rock Lee-esque, but obviously this is much more geared towards like that pirate tone. You see what I mean?
Yeah. Which, I mean, another pirate thing that does this kind of famously in my eyes is Pirates of the Caribbean. That it sets up for an adventure on the seas. But every time you hear Luffy Fierce Attack, you know he's done playing around and that he just wants to put whatever he's fighting in the ground.
Yes. I mean, how recurring is this song?
It's constant. It is it is in every big fight. Like it is actually I wrote down a couple examples here that I got to get to.
For sure.
Luffy Fierce Attack appears when he's fighting Arlong, I want to say for the second time. And it goes all the way through when he's fighting Hody, which is post-time skip in Fish New Island. And I think it goes even through that all the way through the rest of the series. Like, if there's another tone that the fight needs to focus on, it will go for that. But if it's just focusing on Luffy being a badass, Luffy Fierce Attack is going to be there.
No, absolutely. I feel like Luffy Fierce Attack has this sort of tenacity and resolve that, like, well, it describes like the determination and intensity of Luffy, absolutely. But not only that, but you've got that sort of suspenseful build-up throughout the song, and it climaxes into like just like triumphant scene where like Luffy's just going to destroy the enemy in front of him. So it's got that perfect like battle. Like if One Piece had a battle theme, I feel like this one would be a contender for that prize.
It pretty much is, because a lot of the song plays up for like Luffy psyching himself up for the battle ahead. A lot of it doesn't actually happen while he's beating the ever-loving crap out of whoever he's facing. But it is getting him hyped up for the fight.
Right.
It plays when he has an idea for fighting Crocodile. It plays up when he's confronting Arlong. It plays when he's fighting against Don Krieg. It is everywhere, and it is basically it's basically Luffy's song of, okay, let's get up and do this.
Absolutely. I think you're completely right. Do you have another? What would be another song you would want to go to here? I do want to reserve the right to say that like we have a certain rap to talk about. I feel like that would be a good final-ish song.
Oh, final for that one? Okay, no.
I'm feeling like second to last for that one. I think it would only make
sense. All right, if I'm picking the next one, I feel like this one isn't as iconic as it deserves to be. It is iconic in the world, but in our world, not so much.
Okay.
Bing Sake.
Oh. I mean, this song, when I first heard about it, I was like, that's gonna have to be a cover.
Yeah, I've actually been wanting to cover this as well as We Are for a long time. Like, if I do 2 One Piece songs and 3, but we'll talk about that one later, those are the 2 or 3 that I want to do.
What's the background on this song?
The background? What do you mean?
Like, how did it come to exist? Who's Bink as a
Oh,
character?
okay.
Like, give me the whole like lowdown.
As far as that, it was made by a famous musician. A famous musician on a ship full of pirates, and the entire ship, I believe, was musicians. And
Okay.
they had a whole thing of traveling to different towns, performing concerts instead of looting and shooting. Um, and it got to the point to where Brooke played it a lot with his crew. And there's a theory that Brooke is actually the one who initially wrote Bing Sake because it's so well known, and his crew was the if not descendants of the same kind of band crew, it was the original.
Right.
So the song has become well known throughout the pirate world to the point where Roger knew it, Shanks knew it, Luffy knows it because Shanks sang it so much. And everything that happened with Brooke happened over 50 years ago because of his curse. So there's a theory that Brooke is the initial one that wrote it, but it is well known across the pirate world.
Got it. I honestly, you know what? I was thinking about it. I'm listening to it as you're talking to me about it right now. This feels like a folk tune, like a traditional folk pirate tune almost.
It's a folk tune, sea shanty is what it is initially.
And
Like sea shanty, like what do we do with the drunken sailor or the Wellerman
yeah. No,
John and
I
stuff
know
like
what you
that.
mean. It's got that like, it's got that this feeling of like camaraderie, like you said a little bit earlier. Like it's just like the whole crew kind of singing this, and you can hear it in the vocals and everything. But it's also got that like it's telling a story.
Yeah.
Gather up all of the crew. It's like community invoking, and it's got this like freedom and adventurous spirit that I really like. But yeah,
It's lighthearted. Like
it's very
lighthearted. At its core, Bing Sake is lighthearted. There is a devastating revision of it though that Brooks sings, and he sings
really?
he sings it in such a somber tone because it was the last song that he sang with his crew before they all died.
Ooh,
So he sings it in like a haunting way.
that's really funny that you mentioned that, because one of my other points is I really feel like if you listen to this song like and you're not like a big One Piece fan, this song just happens on your playlist. It's got this like it romanticizes the life of a pirate a lot, like, but in reality, the life of a pirate is at least in One Piece is
It's
pretty-
absolute hell.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's not fun. It's not
By the
fun.
way, I don't know if you allow cursing on this one or not, so I'm trying to bite my tongue.
Yeah, I mean, as much as you can, no stress. So yeah, Bank Sake, interesting tune for sure. But I like the rhythm of it, the vocal harmonies that give it that like communal feeling as it's sung in a group. But obviously, there's like this joyful version of it, and then there's that sad version of it that like plays.
Well,
later on
like
in
because
series.
the main pirate crew we follow obviously in One Piece is the Straw Hats.
Mhm.
And their whole thing is keeping everything lighthearted and fun and come together and have the freedom of a pirate. But then you go to
Right.
ones like Blackbeard, and it's like, nope, not even a little.
Right. No, absolutely. What would be a song that makes sense after that one?
After that one, huh?
Yeah. Because you're very much a One Piece connoisseur, so I'm kind of just letting you. I don't typically do this. I kind of always have like a lined up thing. Like I covered these One Piece songs very sporadically. Like I'll cover one this year, I'll cover two years later. But at the same time, you kind of have more of a overarching view of the whole thing.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the music box.
Akisu's music box.
So you say what would make the most sense when really this couldn't be like any polar opposite.
This is a pretty polar opposite, but like this song for me, like not even talking about Akisu's music box as part of the One Piece OST. This song was just like a perfect cover for me to make because it really fell in this like perfect ambient style of music that I really like going into when I do these covers. And our music box is like one of the most ambient type of instruments that there is out there. But I really feel like this track has this like emotional tenderness and maybe plays in more introspective moments of the series.
Yeah.
But it's definitely got that. Akisu as a character, it's got to be like a leitmotif for Akisu, like a leitmotif being like, oh, this is the Akisu theme, more or less, and maybe like it's all about like the tragic backstory, because we were talking about like how it's hell for a pirate. How accurate am I when I say all of this?
What if I told you that Akisu is not a character?
Akisu is what?
Akisu is not a character.
Okay, what is Akisu?
That is the name of who made the song, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really? The composer?
I believe so, yes. The main reason I say that is because Akisu is not a character in One Piece, but you are pretty spot on when you say the theme and the motions and moments that the song plays. It's played a lot of times in flashbacks that are remembered fondly, but are like a distant past. Right. So, like, I think the one that I associate this with the most is Nami, because it plays a lot with her growing up, like when she has her flashback moments.
Okay, well, that makes sense. It's definitely used as like a referral point in the anime. For like those emotional moments and everything, but I don't think the composer is called Akisu.
I could be 100% wrong on that, and I will own that right now. But the only thing that I can promise you is Akisu is not a character.
Yeah, no, I believe you. My research shows that Kohei Tanaka is the composer of this track. So maybe
where Akisu comes from, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. I was doing an episode on the Terra and Resonance music on the soundtrack, and the titles of the songs are literal. Like for example, there's a song in there called NC-17, and it stands for No Children Under 17, which is literally the rating of the anime. So Akisu could be like a hidden thing that like has nothing to do with the character, but maybe it's like a country or a town or something that's like.
Wait, One Piece is not a No Children Under 17, is it?
No, I was saying, for example, like composers of hidden things.
Oh,
like
okay.
I'm making reference to the Terran Resonance.
Misunderstood
but
on that one.
Like, just to wrap it up on Akisu's music box.
Yeah.
The track, like, I really feel like it captures this sense of like sadness and like reflection, and it's definitely like, I feel like it's almost like this is a weird comparison, but it would be played in moments where sadness and sorrow from Naruto would be played in Naruto. It's got that like sorrowful.
It does have that
undertone.
kind of heart, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like it's soft, it's innocent, but it contrasts, and that makes it contrast perfectly with like darker, dramatic background story flashbacks that you could have going on. So I really like how it's built together. So you really went to a random one. This has nothing to do with Big Sake. That really had, like, you couldn't be further off but that's what's great about the One Piece OST. Like, I think that speaks to like how
it speaks of how versatile the songs can be. Like, they can get you up and at 'em to move. They can get you crushed down in depression. They can get you like they can throw you into a whirlwind of emotions, and a lot of these don't even have lyrics. Like, it's just the pure melody that makes you feel that way. Like, granted, the openings and the closers make you feel that kind of way too, but it's the fact that the songs that are just music, no lyrics or anything, just musical notes, that can make you feel that kind of emotion along with the storytelling.
No, I completely agree with this, and I feel like, I don't know, you said endings, and we haven't really spoken on an ending yet, so I will.
I don't really. Okay, if I'm being totally honest with you, I don't have any endings that pop out to me immediately. Because
don't worry, we got one in the queue just for you, man. It's ready to be shot out. Just for you.
We have an ending?
We have an ending. Ending number 2 of One Piece. Run, run, run. Let's be honest. This plays, and it's like so action packed and like 2000s anime energy.
I have kind of a bone to pick, like not just with Run Run Run, but like some closers in anime in general, and Run 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 is guilty of this. There are times in the anime where things seem dire or things are like the darkest that they've ever been.
Oh, I know exactly where you're going with this.
And then the next scene that you see is the dun 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 dun. It's like
it goes crazy.
It kind of kills the immersion and the emotion.
So
it's just like, you can't just flipping do that.
No, I completely understand. Here's the thing. My cover of this is absolutely like completely different. Like this ending is like a minute long, I think. My cover of it is about 5 minutes long.
Oh, good lord.
I made a version that was like super slowed down, super relaxed, absolutely like really simple longing synthesizers are playing, and that's what the listeners are currently listening to as I'm talking about this. But this ending song like has this tone of optimism and fun that's captured, and it's super lighthearted in the early spirit of like One Piece, because I feel like they're definitely like, let's be honest, early One Piece versus later One Piece, like the early One Piece is much more lighthearted. So it makes sense that like this played then, you know, it ran for like about 30 episodes, I think, because like it all, One Piece has that thing like Naruto and Dragon Ball where the ending themes like will cycle in and out of each other. But yeah, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a really ambient, relaxed version of this, and it's you wouldn't expect what you would get. Like that's what I really like about this. What are your thoughts on Run?
So it's kind of the same thing with like Bing Sake. Then if you talk about it like that, because like Bing Sake usually is the get up and party kind of song, but then like I told you, Brooke has a completely somber and like haunting tone of
exactly,
and you can do that with a whole bunch of different songs, like you just said you did with Run, like where it's supposed to get you up and moving, and now you're just like, this is just going to be chill. This is going to be walk, walk, walk. That's what this is going to
be. Walk, walk, walk.
Actually, since you extended it like 5 times longer, it'd be walk, 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 walk.
That's the best way to put it. Oh, I should rename it that. Oh, that's really good. Oh, that's really. Is there a thing slower? Like, is there a thing that exists out there that's like slower than walking?
Crawling.
Like, crawl. Sit.
Lay.
Sleep.
Z.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's hysterical. Z. My new lo-fi One Piece EP dropping next month. Z.
Well, look at it this way. People would definitely not know that you're talking about Run at that point.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's a clip moment what you just did there. Walk. That's amazing. Walk is great. Oh. But I honestly I don't know what else to say on this song. I feel like Walk is a great way to...
Yeah, Walk is a good way to close that one.
Yeah, absolutely. What's another track you're feeling...
Go to Mother C, because there might be something that you missed.
Mother C? We can go to Mother C. Mother C, let's see. Oh, dude. You really want to...
I want to give you hope and then just absolutely destroy you.
This is a really weird selection of soundtrack order.
Look, I live by the shuffle, okay?
You live by the shuffle.
I live by the shuffle.
This podcast is one big One Piece soundtrack shuffle breakdown.
But I specifically chose Mother C because there's a part of it that I don't know if you know, and I actually didn't notice until I was listening back for the episode.
What happened in the episode?
So I was listening back for us recording this, but as I was listening to Mother C, I caught something very surprising that I did not notice before.
Oh!
Count aboard and bring along.
Oh my God!
All your hopes and dreams.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, we are is in Mother C.
The melody of We Are is in Mother C. It is. Wow. Briefly, but it's there.
And I know, so Mother C, Mother C is played when they're saying goodbye to Mary.
Right.
And with We Are being the first intro and what was playing when they got Mary in the first place, it just seems to me like that is a hell of a send-off.
That is a
with
big
like
send off, absolutely.
just a nod to everything. Even the soundtrack is acknowledging everything that Mary has been through with the Straw Hats.
This song is one of those really emotional, impacting, simple, clairvoyant tracks that I think hits the emotional depth, or like represents the emotional depth of the One Piece soundtrack.
Yeah, and it. I mean, when you think about One Piece, like even if you're not thinking about the soundtrack, moments that stand out that stand with people forever are like the
Hmm.
destruction of Mary, or Luffy bringing down a big bad like Arlong or Crocodile, or the flashback moments that make the characters who they are. And then when you throw the music on top of all that, it just hits all that much harder. Like like Mother C, for instance, just hitting like this, and we're not even watching the scene, and it's making us think about it, and it's especially with We Are being in there. I'm
The melody
thinking
of We
about
Are, yeah.
everything that Mary has gone through with the Straw Hats, and I'm just listening to the soundtrack.
No, exactly. That's what's the beauty of music. It's structured in this like simple, elegant emphasization on calmness and reflection when you listen to like the melodies coming in and out of each other,
Yeah,
and it's got this soft like instrumentation, and it's like when you compare it to other soundtracks, it doesn't have as many instruments, so it's got way more of this like intimacy, you know,
yeah.
and like broken down version.
Like
I really like it.
it almost feels like you're having a one-on-one with the instrument, because like once one picks up, another one tones down. Like
Yeah,
you almost only hear one at a time.
they flow in and out of each other, which I really like. So that's well said. That's absolutely well said. I think this one, if we had to rename it, would be a cry, cry, cry.
Yeah, no, it'd just be sob, just cry, just
Sob,
absolute
sob,
cry,
sob.
sob, 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 ball, ball, ball.
Ball, ball, ball. Ugh. After Mother C, what's another? What's a?
Do you have one
Because
you want
there's
to go
one that would
to?
fit perfectly, but I want to keep it for the end because like personal reasons.
Okay.
Let's go to Dear Friends. Dear Friends, by Triplane. This is I could be wrong. This is give me ending theme energy right away.
It is an ending.
It's
It
yeah
is an
yeah okay
absolute ending.
yeah. This is definitely an ending theme. It's sung by Triplane, a really great band that I really want people to go check out. This song feels bittersweet to me. It's got that like
This,
sort of goodbye energy to it. You see what I mean?
yeah. Okay,
What were you gonna say?
this is entirely on me, not on you, and I feel bad for this. But I didn't recognize this at first because the playlist we're using doesn't have the scene from the actual show. Dear Friends is the outro to the Alabasta arc when they're all saying goodbye to Vivi.
Oh, that's quite the arc too. So it makes sense now. Now you mention it.
And I think it's only used for that one time, for just when they're saying goodbye to Alabasta, because that was like a huge closing for the show, because it was a massive arc. It was their first arc in the Grand Line.
I see. I see. So that's why it's got that like sort of heartfelt vibe to it. You know what I mean? Like you got a melody that's just like telling you that like we're leaving farewell. It really feels like that's the message that you're getting, but it's also like got this like full band structure that just picks up dynamically, has great energy, and you got the guitars strumming hard, you got the bass filling in the little like pockets, and then the drums just like are just very simple kick, snare, classic beat, like really all holding it together. So it's I can see why all together, especially with the lyrical contact, it's got that like emotional, unwavering like resonance. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but like it's got that like, hey, this is a key moment. Don't forget about this one.
Yeah, I no, I do understand what you're saying, and I'm gonna say this flat out: if it's a Japanese song, I am not gonna understand the lyrics even a little. I'm not, even when subtitles are playing with the song. Usually, I'm watching what's happening on screen rather than reading the music. But even though I can't actually understand what's being sung, the tone, the the presence and the tempo of the music itself just kind of sends me into the tone that I'm supposed to be feeling.
Yeah.
Like if for Dear Friends, for instance, I'm feeling like you're right. It's a farewell song. We're saying goodbye, but we're still friends. So it's like this. It's almost a this isn't a goodbye song. Like you know how that's a trope where the characters don't say goodbye. This is just a see you later kind of thing.
Yeah.
It kind of gives me that vibe because they know their paths are diverging, but they'll come together again because they're still friends. And it hits me especially hard because seeing that with Vivi specifically just hits a bit harder with everything that she has to go through.
Right. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, this ending theme is like it's just classic anime ending theme for me as I'm listening to it. Like,
No,
it just,
absolutely.
I can see
absolutely.
lyric. I can see lyric. What I'm saying, like credits scrolling through, like absolutely, absolutely, like a perfect representation of a One Piece ending. Like if you were like, oh, what's a One Piece ending? Like this is a One Piece ending for sure. You
And
know,
if
like,
I that's why I feel really bad that I didn't recognize it by name because it is such an iconic ending too. Because they don't play like an ending animation or cut away to do like an ending sequence like they usually do. It continues playing with the show.
no, absolutely, and that's the thing. Like these songs, like they have their own roles. Like the ending themes have this like impact that like like we'll see you next time. Like we're bringing it all to a close. These opening themes like are super hype. Obviously, Run's got that hype energy too. But like we're in early One Piece, everything's going great. Like the squad's together, and then you have like those character theme more type songs with like Akisu's music box, and these are all scored, to the films, to the series. So they all have like their separate roles, but at the end of the day, they all come together to be the One Piece soundtrack and to be loved by the fan base and the community of One Piece. Because I think we can both agree, like if there's one fan base that loves its music, like I definitely know that the One Piece soundtrack, it's on albums, it's like people are making playlists every day. Like some of my songs that are One Piece covers are like, if I look at like Spotify playlists with my covers on them, it's like the One Piece, one of my One Piece covers is like all over the place. It's like just people are like sad One Piece, sad One Piece this, One Piece that. Like it's got this like, that's what makes the music almost feel timeless. Like does the music in One Piece to you feel timeless?
Yes.
Why would you say that?
Instantly yes, without question.
Why would you say that?
It feels timeless because it's not limiting itself to One Piece, say specifically. Mm-hmm. It is incorporating the tone of adventure or of friendship or somber, but it's so tied to One Piece, yes. But if it was put into another property that is as popular as One Piece, or even not as popular as One Piece, I feel like the best thing in that hypothetical show would be the music because of how impactful it can make you feel these emotions that it's actually aiming for.
Right. No, I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you when you say that. We're making our way through this playlist. There's only so many left. Minato Mura. This track right away, like if Big Sake had a cousin.
Yeah, really though.
If Big Sake had like a younger brother.
This screams like a pirate tavern music.
Tavern music right away.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And as someone who plays a lot of D&D or spends a lot of time in fantasy games, having anything tavern themed kind of makes me feel cozy, warm, and relaxed. Even though I know there's inevitably going to be a bar fight that happens because this is One Piece and that's what happens.
I mean, Trigun agrees.
Yeah. But like just this kind of feel just makes me feel cozy and relaxed. Like I don't want to get up and go. I don't want to ball into my ale. It just makes me feel happy to be here.
No, absolutely, and like just musically speaking here, this song, if you really sit down and just like listening to note by note, you got like these chords that are in the bass, and then the lead is like playing skibbity on note or two, skibbity on another two, three notes, and then boom, another chord, and it's just got that like sort of step by 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 step rhythm that I really like as well. So it's broken down in a very like flowing and sequential way that feels super tavernous. But what gives it that tavern feel is it's the piano itself. Like this is an old piano tavern. The tavern that it's an old piano that you find in a tavern all the way in the back with like cobwebs all over it. Like this is the type of music.
Or like, oh, okay, like it gives like Western Saloon kind of vibes.
Yeah, exactly. Like Mickey Mouse has played this 25 times.
25, probably add a couple zeros to that.
Yeah, exactly. Play.
Just play. Just always playing.
Or if you're a hot shot, shuffle.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not going to expect Mickey to play Minato Mora and then just jump into We Are. Like, that's a hard shift.
If you think that's a hard shift, then absolutely, like, we are starting to, like, have some commonality on this podcast.
Oh, God, I need to change opinions and everything about me.
Yeah, exactly. You can't, even for a second.
If I'm at all similar to Jaden, even a little, I need to change everything about my identity.
And for the people who don't know, Hotshot's always had a habit of calling me Jaden, even though my name is Jaian, and that's just how it is.
Which I can actually pronounce Jaian now. I couldn't when we first met, but it's too late to back out now.
You know, you and I sometimes we're just hard knock. It's hard knock days, bro.
Hell, even when oh God, I know what you're doing then. Okay, well here we go.
Come on, this opening is like friendship overload to the max. I absolutely love it.
So the sad thing is, and I'm really upset by this actually, I don't think I'm at a point in the show where I actually know this intro.
Really?
I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. As big a fan as I am of One Piece, I have a really bad habit of not watching shows. Yeah, that didn't go away after us. That has still persisted over years.
Well, listen. This song, it's the 18th opening of One Piece, so it's definitely down the line. And I listen to it, and right away I feel like it's like a boy band vibe with like the choral vocals. You know, like there's like 6 people singing this. I don't know, but it's got that like sort of high stake energy to it that I really like. But if like My Hero Academia, driven beats, and then layered harmonies, and like a dynamic, like we're being relaxing, and then boom, like big chorus moments. Like this is just a classic high energy, steady percussion, guitar riffing, with like little electronic effects type of music. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, with it having that kind of energy, like it has a lot in common with the other One Piece openings, because a lot of them are meant to get you feeling hyped. That kind of energetic and hyped. Because I mean, you're watching One Piece, you're supposed to be in a good mood.
Yeah,
and if you're not, absolutely. You're gonna be. But I was listening it. I was listening to it more as you were talking, and I think this is the next intro that I'm listening to in the show. I think the one I'm on is 17.
It could be that. But
well, because everything I'm seeing like in the shots are scenes from Dressrosa, and that's the arc I'm on.
Okay, so you're coming up on it. You're coming up on it, so that's good. You know, hard knock days, man.
I mean, yeah.
You know,
unfortunately, yeah, I don't have a lot of frame to like pull from this, or something that I haven't said about the other openings, like We Are, just because like all the One Piece openings make me feel super happy and super hyped.
Listen, Hotshot, honestly, everything you're saying right now, can I be honest?
Yeah.
Everything you're saying right now, I believe.
Okay. That's the kind of day we're having, huh? All right, let's do it. Let's go.
Believe automatically super catchy. It's got an anthem energy to it. It feels kind of like unshakable. It's just got like a consistent energy that doesn't really break open or anything, but like just keeps building and building and building and building and building. Right away, I can hear the Japanese pop influences in this one. To me, it feels like you're a gamer, right? You're a big gamer. So have you ever heard of Taiko no Tatsujin?
No, not by name.
Okay.
And I'll be honest, it took me a minute to listen to you because I was just vibing.
Yeah, for sure. I completely understand. I'm gonna go on a bit of a wide circle, but I promise it'll make sense. Taiko no Tatsujin is known as Master of the Drums. It's a very, very popular Japanese video game. When I went to Japan, there was like all these like arcades are like 7 floor arcades, and people go crazy on Taiko no Tatsujin. It's like just drum rolls and just like getting the beats. It's like Guitar Hero for drums, essentially, but like a fun version of Guitar Hero.
Oh, wait. Oh, Taiko. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Great. Awesome.
No. Yeah.
Awesome.
I do play it.
This song feels like it should belong in this right away with that type of like driving beat. It has to be in there. In my opinion. It is. Okay.
There is I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, a new Taiko dropped recently, and by recently I mean like in the past month, maybe 2, and there is a One Piece expansion pack.
Amazing.
That of course I bought because I am a simple man.
No stress. You don't need to take shots like that. But it's by a band called Folder 5. And it's like it's like I said, that J-pop feel is there right away. And I love the high energy that complements the emotional impact of the song. And honestly, if we had to choose an opening to follow in the steps of We Are, this is the second opening of One Piece as far as I understand. This works. This definitely works. Believe works for that.
Sorry, I was still vibing and the song was ending.
I'm wondering, I actually might have made a mistake.
Oh no.
No, One Piece is the second opening of One Piece, right?
No, it is not the second.
What is the second opening of One Piece?
Second opening, I'm not entirely sure, but Believe is playing when they're playing when they're in Alabasta. Wait, no, it says opening 2.
Yeah, it is opening 2. So like, yeah, I stand behind what I said. Believe feels like okay, let me just phrase it like that. If Believe were to be the second opening of One Piece, it makes sense musically when you listen to We Are, and then like track 2 would be Believe. That like musical transition makes sense to me.
What am I thinking of? Oh, no. Okay, yeah, no, you're 100% right.
Yeah. But do you see what I mean, though, when I'm saying, like, if you transition from We Are to Believe?
Yeah. And
it's got, like, that, like, We Are has got more of a rock thing, going on, but this, and Believe is more of a J-pop, like, bounce.
J-pop, pop, and bounce, like, up and going kind of adventure kind of
Yeah,
feel.
Exactly, but still both energetic, both driven, both consistent, both able to create hype within the fan, so, like, it just, like, tonally and emotionally transitions perfectly.
Yeah. Okay. And you're right. With that coming right after We Are, which I don't know why I thought it was all the way in Alabasta.
It's okay. It's the internet. We're allowed to make mistakes. Just don't read the comments.
No, we're not. It's the internet. Of course we're not allowed to make mistakes. People will come for us.
When this comes out and I tag you on Twitter or X, whatever it's called nowadays, don't read the replies.
You know what? Fair. I think I deleted mine, actually.
There you go. You can follow Hotshot nowhere. Nowhere.
I'm on Blue Sky.
Listen to me, listeners of JaianMusic. This is a serious show, typically. This is one of those moments where it's going to be not so serious. I send this man a playlist. I'm like, hey, we're going to do the One Piece. This is, if you want to add songs to it, as I do with every guest. And Hotshot comes back to me. He's like, I have a song I want to add. I'm like, okay, yeah, just throw it in there. He's like, but it's an important song to talk about. And today we're going to be doing a review of the 4Kids One Piece rap.
It feels wrong to talk about One Piece and not talk about it.
I listened to this. I have no musical example to refer to this for this podcast. You're welcome, audience. What do you have to say about the 4Kids pirate rap?
Oh, it's iconic. That's really what I have to say about it. It's iconic. I'm not gonna defend it. I'm not, but I'm gonna defend it.
Why?
Because like I feel like, okay, if you only know the name One Piece, you're gonna know We Are, like I said in the beginning. But before we had the Funimation One Piece dub, all we had was 4Kids, and 4Kids played this opening, and that's why I feel like it's iconic. Like the four kids One Piece opening and the 4Kids One Piece show in general is just so cursed and so universally despised by practically everyone. But it is a huge part in One Piece's history that I do not want to ignore, because I legitimately like the rap and I have fun with the show because of how bad it is.
You know, you got to find a crew sometimes, man.
Yeah, I need a red vest, I need blue shorts and a straw hat, and I will get right on that.
Yeah, and then you know me and the crew, like I'll work him to the bone.
Yeah, so I'm not going to make you Zoro.
No. But like, no time for rest. It's all mine, and it's mine alone, bro.
Yeah, I'm the captain. I don't have to do a damn thing.
Yeah. But I've always believed this is my destiny,
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah. No, but like to be the greatest pirate in the world has ever seen.
That has always been your destiny, huh? That explains your questionable large music folder.
Yeah. Well, if you're not by my side, then make covers, you better run and hide, hotshot.
You make covers of songs you don't want to buy, like a pirate.
Yeah. We'll defend it till the end, all of our friends.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay, and on that, you can depend, bro.
On that happy note.
Yeah. Now it's time to set sail for a mystery, man.
All right. So wait, that means I have to podcast with you more, doesn't it? All right, I'm done. I'm gone. But I'm out.
Don't know where we will go or what we're gonna see.
Not gonna be a pirate. I'm gonna be a ninja.
We'll never give up the ship or the hunt.
I feel like you're staggering here, buddy.
What do you mean I'm staggering? Just one hope, one dream, one day, man.
One Piece.
Yeah. And those are the lyrics, folks. Those are the horrible lyrics. I'm sorry you had to put yourself through that. The genius.com for the lyrics of One Piece.
It's a lot better in it's
Do you know how many viewers? Do you know how many viewers this page has on genius.com for the 4Kids TV We Are lyrics?
Is it over like 60 million?
Guess.
72,892,143.
Less. Much less.
Okay. 14 million.
Less.
1 million.
Less.
500,000.
Less.
2,000.
Less.
Less than 2,000?
Less.
100?
Less.
5?
Less.
2?
Less.
That is not possible. You cannot.
I swear.
You cannot be the only person in existence.
I swear on everything. It says 1 view on this thing. I swear.
You can. How?
I'm just saying.
If it already had a view and you're viewing it, that counts as a second view.
I think I might be the first viewer.
That is absurd.
I think I might be the first viewer.
Yeah, I jump into 70 million because of like how popular One Piece is, but I may have overestimated some things.
Oh man. All right. Let's bring it back to reality here.
Do we have
the last song I want to talk about here? This is like one of those big moments on the podcast for me because this song is an integral card in my deck of cards when it comes to my anime covers. I'm speaking about A Mother's Love. A Mother's Love from One Piece is my most streamed cover of all times on Spotify.
Oh, really?
This is a song that put me on the map in the anime music song cover community. This is technically my biggest contribution. And by the time you are listening to this podcast, it will likely be on 2 million streams, which is redonkulous. But it's a song that I'm very, 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 very passionate about. I made it one day randomly and I think this is like the quintessential One Piece style of music making. Like I was saying with like old piano and tavern. I just took a random piano virtual studio instrument and I found the sheet music and I rewrote it and it was one channel of sheet music, one channel of MIDI with a little bit of reverb, a really simple mixing and mastering process, and it was just posted. It was the simplest thing. And it's my most popular piece on Spotify, which is so random to me how that worked. But it really worked like that. Yeah. Yeah. What are your thoughts on A Mother's Love, Hotshot?
Well, first I'm going to give my thoughts about you because that is insane.
Yeah.
And Mother's Love being, I'll be totally honest. Like I know it's a cover. I know what you did with Mother's Love is a cover, but Mother's Love as a vibe does not put you in my mind at all. You are one of the most energetic and hyperactive people that I know. Yeah. And for your most popular piece to be one of the most somber and quiet music in all of One Piece being a cover for it astounds me. But it is exactly that. It is quiet. It is somber. It is supposed to be reassuring, I think. But it is, I believe this is the song that plays when Nami is thinking about her dead mom.
I believe that's the case as well.
Yeah. So it's, I don't know any other instance that actually plays it. I don't remember, at least off the top of my head. But with it to carry that kind of weight and for it to carry that kind of emotion to be your most popular song, I completely get why it's so popular. I'm just astounded that it's your most popular piece on Spotify, because you have made some bangers.
Thank you.
I'm just surprised that this is your most popular one.
So am I. But it's done very well. And when I was saying like, add it to a bunch of One Piece playlists, this is the one.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
This is my contribution. Listen, One Piece listeners, I might not have watched One Piece to its end, but this is my contribution to you. This is my one huge, big contribution. It's A Mother's Love.
Yeah, he picks Mother's Love to add, and I pick the 4Kids rap. You're welcome.
There you go. But like to wrap it up on A Mother's Love for me, like it's heartfelt and tender. It's slow. It's somber. It's got this mournful melody with like no big instrumentation or orchestral arrangement. With just a solo piano, just kind of a little bit in the reverb right there, and just every note is like a deep emotional resonance that complements the scene and supports the scene, which is always the goal with this anime music. So altogether, like I'm very touched that it's done so well and that it resonates with so many people and that it's streamed so much on. Why not have your most popular piece be a tearjerker? Like, what does that say about One Piece fans? I don't know, but it is what it is.
It says that we get emotionally invested.
There you go. I like that. I like the way you put that. All right. We can slowly wrap it all together here. Any final thoughts, closing highlights that you want to mention, Hotshot?
One Piece music as a whole, it does as much work, if not more, than the actual show. It encapsulates the freedom, the epic adventure, the friendship, the sadness, the somber. It incorporates everything that you're supposed to feel in an adventure like One Piece's and escalates it exponentially. A lot of the music, if not all of the music, is iconic in its own right. Even from universally loved ones from We Are to universally despised ones to the 4Kids rap. And even if you hate them, even if you love them, you still know them. They are still well known and mostly well received, especially among people who love One Piece. Yeah. And I, for one, cannot get enough of it, even if it's songs that are used repeatedly, like Luffy's Fierce Attack. Like, it always gets me in the mood that it's supposed to get me in. It's supposed to get me hyped up for whatever fight, whatever battle, whatever struggle is coming our way, and putting faith in our characters that they can overcome it. The music pulls so much weight, not just in One Piece, but in all shows that I've seen. But One Piece goes especially hard.
I appreciate that. I really agree with you on all of it, and I think that this One Piece, and I also want to say thank you because these guest episodes I typically like have seen the entirety of an anime before I talk about the whole soundtrack breakdown of it. Honestly, this soundtrack breakdown of One Piece is like a drop in the One Piece musical bucket. To be completely honest, there's so much variety, and I really encourage the viewers to go like listen to the whole soundtrack. Like it's such a wide range of music that you like. It's eclectic, it's powerful, it's everything. So I'm really happy you came on, Hotshot, because like you were kind of like the only person this podcast would have made sense with. So thank you for that. Thank you to GoPro Kyo for doing the artwork for JaianMusic Notes. Make sure to subscribe to JaianMusic Notes in your favorite podcatcher. Follow me at JaianMusic on social media, and use code JaianMusic to get 25% off Laser Audio Technologies. Links for all of that in the description. Hotshot, where can people find you?
You guys can find me on my YouTube channel on Hotshot Ginger. I plan to be more active soon if I'm not already. You guys can also find me. I am currently in the process of streaming as of the time of recording. By the time this goes live, I will hopefully be streaming. I'm still trying to decide between YouTube and Twitch, but I will let Jaian know. He will shout me out like he always does. So
yeah, everything will be linked in the description.
Everything will be linked. I will get him the information when I'm made aware of it.
Yes,
and you guys can also find me on Blue Sky. I can't remember the link name other than just Blue Sky and Hotshot Ginger. If you search that, you'll find me.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.